Welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. This afternoon we are watching and reacting to France versus Canada. Can Canada play better this time? Who knows? We'll find out. Will Canada look better? Teams are about to walk out of Bordeaux. In France, no Mbappe today. That's the good news. The bad news is, doesn't matter. Canada's still probably going to get curb stomped. 5 or 6-0. He said, hopefully Canada didn't lose by 4. I said, yeah, I wouldn't bet on it. Even without Mbappe, I still wouldn't bet on it. But we'll find out. We can't dance with the big boys. Starting 11s are as follows. For France, in goal, Mike Maignan. The back four of Theo Hernandez, Dio Upamecano, William Saliba, Jules Koundé. The midfield two of Eduardo Camavinga and N'Golo Kante. The attacking midfield three of Marcus Thuram, Antoine Griezmann, Ousmane Dembele, and Olivier Giroud. Because the anthems will probably be happening in about 2 minutes. They actually start at 2:15, unlike MLS games and stuff. Maxime Crépeau in goal for Canada. The back four of Alistair Johnston, Moise Bombito, Derek Cornelius, Alphonso Davies. The attacking midfield, or just the midfield four, Liam Miller, Stephen Eustachio, Ishmael Kone, Tajon Buchanan, Jonathan David, Kyle Larin. Yeah, I don't really like the 11. France is going all in, save for Mbappe, but you know what? I'm not surprised. No Mbappe, I still think we're going to get stomped out. They still have a lot of quality. So, teams are about to come out. Anthems will be played. We'll also be live later tonight from Montserrat versus Panama. This isn't even a B team. Trust me, I see this exactly how you do. I know this is about to be a freaking scalping. Scouting, whatever the hell you want to call it. And they're raising a tifo against Canada. Okay, yeah, no. France seriously is taking this seriously. Okay. This one isn't going to be fun. They're raising a tifo for a friendly. For a friendly. Yeah, everybody's taking this seriously. How the Oilers not score a goal? They just didn't. Teams are about to walk out. The World Cup runners-up from 2022, the second best team in the world, against Canada, who, well, they are what they are. They can't dance with the big boys. Find out if Canada can make a statement here. France have like 5 teams out there. They could still beat any CONCACAF team. Even the U21s of France, even the Olympic French team could beat a CONCACAF team. They could beat Canada. Acting like no Mbappe makes a difference. Mbappe is wearing a penny, so he's at least sitting on the bench. Whether that means he's just watching the match, or he may show up for 15 minutes. I don't know. Canada, not sure what jersey they're wearing, because I think even with their white shirts, they could wear red shorts. I think it'll be their red jerseys, though, because, well, that makes sense, because France is wearing white. France is wearing white pinstripes. So Canada would be wearing red. Yeah. No, I still think Oilers will win in 7. Yeah, and they'll probably still be getting cooked. Probably still be getting cooked. So, teams are about to walk out. I don't think he'd be in a training kit and a penny if he didn't have a chance to come on at least for like 15 minutes. Yeah, Cameron Carter-Vickers also was awful. So, what an embarrassment from the USA yesterday. Like you said before, Greg's an idiot. Hope that idiot gets sacked like Callahan's inches away from being the next manager. I'm just saying people that I could name, as in who obviously were crap. They definitely waited a little bit. Fox Soccer Plus in the USA, One Soccer in Canada. No, you can't watch it on Netflix. This isn't WWE. No, that's clueless. Even with BJ Callahan, Copa could happen. World Cup, no. But teams are walking out in 8 seconds. Giroux leading out the French. Eustachio leading out Canada. I'm good. I got it. Thoughts on the USA losing 5-1. I'm a bit surprised, I should say. At least the fact it was 5-1. I mean, I get that Colombia was on a 22-game winning streak, or is now. So it shouldn't be surprising if the USA lost, but the way they lost was horrible. Yep. 5-0, France. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all our hearts command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. That's even worse. France anthem's being played as we speak. Yep. I wouldn't get those hopes up. I have no hopes. Yeah, sure. You're a lot more hopeful than me. Fox Soccer Plus. Well, yeah, but they still. Yeah, but if you're against France, we ain't coming back down from down 2-0. There ain't no way. Fox Soccer Plus. No. No. I'm about to watch this team get pumped out 7-0. The things I do for y'all. Team shaking hands. Starting 11s are as follows. Or they'll show it. Starting 11 for France and goal, Magnan. The back four, Teo Hernandez, Upamecano, Saliba, Koundé, Camavinga, Kante, Griezmann. The midfield, Thuram, Giroud, Dembele. The front three. Mbappe is on the bench. Named on the bench. If Canada's getting ripped apart, I don't think they'll use him that much. Fabio Verissimo of Portugal is the referee. It is a Portuguese crew. Canada's starting 11 and goal, Maxime Crepeau. The back four of Alphonso Davies, Derek Cornelius, Moise Bombito, Alistair Johnston, Stephen Eustachio, Ishmael Kone, Liam Miller, Tejan Buchanan, Kyle Larin, and Jonathan David up top. Richie's still on the bench. Hopefully Maxime Crepeau saves Canada's ass. That's pretty much all I can hope for. Pretty much all I can hope for. Feels so weird for seeing Conte play for France again. Yeah, but I'm happy for him. I'll always be a big fan of Conte. I'm happy for him. Or just blame what really needs to be blamed, and that's Greg Berhalter. Honestly, shocked to hear that, though. I'm honestly shocked to hear that. I wouldn't expect tax chat to be regressive, so to speak. I wouldn't expect that, so. But yeah, blame Greg Berhalter. Blame the person who actually needs to be blamed. You know, honestly, I agree with you. I don't care if it's 7-1. I agree with you. Canada needs to score. Score a goal. That's a win. Moment of silence from both sides. Yeah, he did that yesterday. You think I'd forget that? Teams are ready to go, and they will kick off, and we are on our way. Oh, they're using one of those mini cars. Football in a tiny car, or something like that. And guess what? Nottingham Forest doesn't even want Matt Turner. How sad. Yes, probably, for sure. Canada to kick off the first half. Let's see how long Canada could keep it a clean sheet. If they could keep it keep it for 45 minutes, that would be great. Hell, even 15 minutes, that would be great. Here we go. Canada versus France. If this is somehow a better result than Netherlands, I'm going to eat my hat. I'm going to eat my hat. Tigres hired Paunovic. I mean, he did well with Chivas. He just got ran out of Dodge. I don't know if he chose to got ran out of Dodge. I don't know. nothing happened in Canada. Maybe it was a French player or big French person. I don't know. I don't keep attention to France besides when they play. Hopefully Canada can bounce back. I hope so, but that's Cloud Cuckoo Lander, my friend. That's Cloud Cuckoo Lander. To think they will. It'd be nice to see them bounce back, but I have no hope. 56 seconds in, 0-0. I have no hope. 0. The game that's going to be more fun is Montserrat, Panama later today. And yes, I'll be able to do 2 games today. Is the Argentina match on tonight? Yeah, because I think people are in Chicago today for the Argentina match. Yeah, but, or at least they're friendly. But I'm doing Montserrat versus Panama. So, but hey, at least I could start doing doubles again. Speaking of streams, on Monday, I will not be doing the TST final because the teams that I would have wanted to do all got eliminated by the semifinals. Quick goal, Seba Girault and Jimmy Conrad got eliminated in the first knockout round. Toronto Athletic got knocked out in the round of 16. Yeah, and Concafa, Pat McAfee, they just got knocked out. I mean, yeah, Nani's there, but other than that, I mean, like one side of it, and it's really just Nani. Okay, like Newtown Pride, Indiana Hoosiers, La Bombonera. No. Like people don't really even care that Nani's there. Like it's sort of been talked about. Nobody even really cares. So, I know. No, they knocked Quick Goal out. And then North Carolina got knocked out the next round. I don't hate him. I just don't think he's Dwayne De Rosario, Sebastian Javinko, Pat McAfee, or there's nobody on Toronto Athletic. It's just local Toronto players, or Canadian players, but it's Toronto. So. Four minutes in, player down. So, yeah, tomorrow's an off day because Nani's like the highest level player that went to TST and nobody even cares. Or that wasn't Pat McAfee. People cared more about Jimmy Conrad, D-Row, and Seba, which I'm happy they were because, D-Row and Seba. But, like, Nani went there and nobody even cares. Like, maybe like 3 people talked about it. It's like, oh, Nani has a team there. Nobody cares. Like, it's actually crazy. Pat McAfee got talked about more than Nani. Like, I like Pat McAfee. I'm a fan of Pat McAfee, but I'm like, Nani's at the tournament. Nobody's talked about him. And the only reason he's getting talked about now is because he's the only one left. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, no, I don't think it's worth it to do the final. So, yeah, the 3 teams I really wanted in there to cover the final never made it. Didn't make it. Oh, yeah, he did. I saw that. I mean, I kind of understand it because, I mean, player ran straight into him, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I can understand it. I mean, the tackle was needless. The tackle was needless. I kind of get it, to be honest. In a tournament like the TST, if somebody like just gave me their hardest tackle because I was somebody worth a damn, yeah, I'd probably want to throw some punches too. Like, Canada could hold for 10 minutes. That's a win. You know what? I'll agree with that too. They're halfway there. And now that I said that, they're going to be scored on in about 2 minutes. 0-0. Still. They're actually defending pretty well. I have to agree with that. in the Stanley Cup final. Over the top. Magnan on the ball. Canada's keeping the ball in the back half, which sort of reminds me of when Liverpool played Leeds, because hear me out here. The way they played Liverpool, Leeds did, is sort of how Canada's trying to play France here. And this may also be because I just watched that Jesse Marsh masterclass tactics session on Coach's Voice earlier today, like in the morning. Like before I went to sleep, took a nap for this game, before this game. This sort of reminds me of that, but that's going to be a corner for France. I didn't hear about that. But that is going to go out for a corner. Cornelius puts it out. But yeah, this sort of reminds me of that sort of tactical setup between Leeds and Liverpool. I don't think France is as dynamic as that Liverpool team. And I think Canada has more talented players than that Leeds team on paper, at least attacking-wise. Corner. Headed away. But again, yeah, triggering the press. Go, 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 go. This might be it. Go, 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 go. Liam Miller. Liam Miller plays it on. Jonathan David. Blocked away. But that was a good play. Enough to get by. Is Larin underrated? No, he's had a really bad season. Like, Larin in CONCACAF is a good striker. But other than that, I mean, he's sort of like Conte, saved by Crépeau. 8th minute. No, I said more talented players than Leeds on paper. You know, it would be really good if I had that tactics board I just ordered this morning. Fox Soccer Plus. Yeah, big save by Crépeau. Because if I did, I could easily explain where the similarities are. Because I just watched that Coach's Voice and then whatever. Because, yeah, I saw a $30 football tactics board with magnets on Amazon last night. Or later in the early morning. And I said, $50 worth of gift cards. Might as well buy it. I did. At $50 worth of gift cards. Might as well buy it. It's $33 with tax. I'm going to have it by Tuesday. 4 stars rated. Italy tied against Bosnia. Ah, hell. Like, was it scoring or was it 0-0? I don't know if that's a cross in. Shot saved by Crépeau. Another big save by Crépeau. And Johnston's down. Giroux starting. Mbappe's on the bench. 0-0. Ah, hell. Well, if it was scoring, it might actually be worse. In theory, hey, at least our defense is good. We just need to get goal scoring. And maybe they're just trying to try things before the tournament actually starts. You know what? I'm going to. I said for 10 minutes. Let's see if they hold for 10 minutes. Then we can go from there. I didn't think they'd hold France to 0. I just want them not to get 7. Mbappe's hurt to the point he can't start, but he's on the bench. He's wearing a penny. He's wearing a training jacket. He's sitting on the bench. He can be used. Will he? Don't know. Just kidding. Italy's winning 1-0. That's still not great. Again, defense is good, but 1-0 against Bosnia, I mean, it's still not great, but please tell them to play a 5 in the back. Like Jesse Marsh would ever do that. Like Jesse Marsh would ever play a 5 in the back. Okay, no. Personally, me, yes, in theory. Like in defense, probably a 5 in the back. He's not. He wants to be narrow. Do you not know who the hell Jesse Marsch is? He wants his team to be narrow. Is a 5 in the back narrow? Even in defense, is it narrow? No. That's going to go out for a goal kick. It's not narrow. He's not going to play a 5 back. I mean, for now, they've held for 11 minutes. Hey, look at that. Risklander, they held for 11 minutes. Yeah, but more like, like an arrow. Like the point of an arrow. Like the body of an arrow. Like that's narrow. I guess it could be. Or, yeah, I guess like a tunnel. 12th minute. I'll take that as a compliment. But at least when I know, at least I have a plan B, at least coaching-wise. If I was a coach, I have a plan B. Is there something I want to do and stick, or at least hope it works? Yes, but if I see it's not working, I will change it. Jesse Marsch won't. He hopes Magic changes it. He has a match plan. He doesn't divert. I would say, hold on. I would say first 5-6 minutes, Canada kept the ball in the back into the French defensive end and pressed the ball. For the past about 6 minutes, I'd say France has been on the ball more and been pushing the ball forward. That's offside. That'll be a free kick for Canada. Can break a little bit of the pressure. But, yeah, about the past 6 minutes, France has been playing the ball forward. They've been on the ball. They've been pushing that ball forward. The first 6 minutes, Canada kept France pinned back, and they were pressing the ball. I guess they haven't seen the press triggers because, again, speaking of Jesse Marsch, again, I did watch the coach's voice he did for Liverpool versus Leeds, and this game plan, watching the way they're playing this match, sort of reminds me of that Liverpool-Leeds game or what they were doing there. Which I don't know if it works as well because, again, this France team is not as dynamic as that Liverpool team, at least in the front line and even the midfield. But, I mean, I guess the theory could work. But playing forward is France. Yeah, I don't know why Liam Miller's playing. Liam Miller's not really sold me over the past 2 games. Like, Jacob Schaffelberg's right there. Like, again, here's another thing that gets me about Jesse Marsch. Again, your system's based on speed, especially if you're pressing and counter-pressing. So why not have one of the fastest guys on your squad on the bench? Like, is he in MLS? Yes. Where's Liam Miller plays nowhere. I mean, yeah, he plays in Europe, but he plays in a place that's basically nowhere. I mean, Jacob Schaffelberg's doing well in MLS. I think what Jacob Schaffelberg's doing in MLS is good enough to have him start in this team, especially over a guy like Liam Miller. Liam Miller never had the pace. Does he have good footwork? Yeah, I would say so. He's good enough to go to Europe. I think Schaffelberg is too, but yeah, Buchanan lost the ball. There'll be a goal kick for Magnan. Still 0-0, 15 minutes in. But again, Schaffelberg fits the system better because he's better at moving forward, running faster. Unless Marsch thinks he's a wing back as well, which, do I need to go there? He's not a wing back. Just because he played there in his first ever MLS match against Independiente, and he can, doesn't mean you should. France Def is so scary they can make 3 teams they want. I agree. I'm glad for your concern. But again, as I said, what's going to kill me one day is the dementia, not the sugar. So. My dad's side of the family. Oh, Even his mom got dementia. So yeah, what's going to kill me is the dementia. Probably. But I'm glad for your concern. I do thank you for your concern. But well, who knows if they do find anti-aging stuff by the time I'm 50, I'll be fine. If not, yeah, about when I'm 70, I'll die of dementia. Either way. But I'm glad for your concern. Yeah, that's easier said than done. 16th minute. That's easier said than done. I'm telling you that I'm being serious. Like, dementia is hereditary. Normally for guys. But even when my nana, my dad's mom had it too later on, yeah, no, I'm probably screwed. Like, I'm probably screwed. I don't care how smart. I hope I don't get that bad. But my pop got it bad about the year before he passed. I think there was some extenuating circumstances that made it worse, but he got it bad. The last year my nana was alive, she got it bad. My dad's probably going to get it. It's hereditary. Unless they find anti-aging stuff, I'm screwed. I don't care. Will it probably hit me as hard? I don't know. We'll find out. But I know damn well where. But I'm prepared for it to happen. Is all I'm saying. I know what my fate probably is. So it's gonna be sad. But Canada needs to hold possession. Yeah. No, here's the problem. They're a counter-pressing team. They're not going to hold possession. They're going to go for the counter-press, try to get the ball away. I guess it's smart considering they're playing France, but 18th minute. France playing forward, good play back to the center circle. France can keep playing forward. Takes the shot, save wide. Crépeau saves, it'll be a corner, but Griezmann with a liner of a shot. No, they're already no. You could tell they're wasting the energy. You could tell. Well, I wouldn't say wasting their energy. They're playing the game, but they're using a lot of their energy. Like, I get going full bore, but cross in. Sometimes you got to pick your moments. Shot. So punched away by Crépeau. Man, Maxime Crépeau's playing so well. Man, he's playing so well. Didn't it happen that way the last game? 20th minute. Man, if Maxime Crépeau wasn't playing this game, Canada would already be down 3. You know what? Maxime Crépeau might just be back completely. Like, you know what? People were saying Maxime Crépeau wasn't at his highest level. And he's making France, he's shutting France out. You know what? I think Maxime Crépeau is truly back. Well and truly back. Did Canada have at least one shot on goal? They may be about to. Davies blocked away. I don't think they've had it yet. Yeah. I don't think so. Stats-wise, shots on goal? No, they haven't had a shot on goal. No shots at all, frankly. Davies almost did, but almost Canada. Yeah, I would agree with that. But again, I think it's harder to cultivate defensive talent, or at least that comes later. And it also has to be, does your tactics base on defense? I think to the detriment of CONCACAF. Playing for. I think into the detriment of CONCACAF defensively. See, here's the problem. KJ was talking about after the Netherlands game that Davies should play left back. I'm like, dude, not for Canada. Like, yeah, in Europe, in Real Madrid or Bayern, yes, they have enough cover. We don't have enough offensive firepower. Adekugbe is good enough to play left back. We move Davies up to the wing. Because Davies has good forward play as well. Adekugbe is good enough to play out left back. And if Davies needs to defend from the wing, he sure can. Here's my point. Davies should not be defending. He should not be a left back with a focus on defending. Like, defend when you need to, but he should not be focused on defending for Canada. There's not enough firepower. There is firepower up top, but there's not enough firepower for him to stand back and defend. Yeah, I mean, can't disagree. Bordeaux. In Bordeaux. Playing in Bordeaux. Like, in a macro, it was. In the macro, it was. Compared to who he was up against, I mean, his CV isn't that bad. His tactics, in theory, are good. But I guess in theory, it's a better hire than in practice. Yeah, here's the problem, though. When the best one you can get is either Paul Clement or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'd rather have Jesse Marsch. To be totally honest. If we're getting, only because Paul Clement coached with Carlo Ancelotti, we were going for Paul Clement. Like, I know we want Carlo. Why get his right-hand man? Okay? Ancelotti's probably a 5-6 year proposition, later proposition, if he was to come to Canada, because he does live in Canada. His wife is Canadian. Probably more games that BC plays in Toronto, which I guess the Vancouverites would love that because they love cleared away. But just because somebody's Ancelotti's right-hand man, really? I'm not too sold on Paul Clement. Just because he coached with Ancelotti doesn't mean, you know. And then, of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Not bad, not great. Better than Erik ten Hag? Maybe. Possibly, but yes, hell, even 3. Brazil's actually going to start their best 11 against the USA. Yeah, if they lose 3-0, Berhalter needs to go. If it's 5, for sure. Haven't conceded in the first 25 minutes. I mean, they've defended arguably pretty well with Maxime Crépeau giving a big hand to them. I'll celebrate a draw. And I'll celebrate a draw. If it ends up being a draw, I'll definitely celebrate a draw. It's France. I'll celebrate it like it's a win. Davies. Remember 1986 World Cup when Canada debuted their first World Cup? I'm not that old. Big fan of Girault. Pretty much big fan of Girault. That's the short answer. Grew up a big fan of Girault, Dwayne De Rosario. That's the short answer. I liked Girault way more than I did Landon Donovan. Short answer. I go with what feels right to me personally. That's always been my thing. I just go on what feels right with me, personally. Yeah, I'm different. Way different. Goal kick for Magnan. Same. I don't even know if my dad was out of freaking school yet. Hold on. I'm trying to do the math here. He might have just been about. He was right about there, if not. Cross in. U.S. loses by 3 or more goals to Brazil. They'll have more than likely a terrible Copa America. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I need to learn some French, to be honest. I wouldn't say don't like them. They aren't playing Canada. I root for them. I do hate what they're doing with Berhalter. I think there's a different situation. Playing forward is France on the ball. Well, yeah, but the problem is they still lost 5-1. Playing forward is France. France. Good play. Dembele. Did we just let Dembele look good? That's not good. Playing forward. They let Dembele actually walk his way out of the... Okay, that's not good. Playing forward. France. Still goes. Conte plays to Dembele. Conte. He's getting a bit too far forward. That's not good news either. 28th minute. Miller clears. Oh, Lord. Just kick the ball away. They play back to center. Canada. I root for Canada. I know. 29th minute, Canada playing for... Oh, hey, that's got to be a foul. Yep, free kick. Pushed him down. I'm honestly surprised, too. Maxime Crépeau's played a really good 30 minutes. Eustachio tries to push past Girault. Nice little giveaway to Conte. And Giroud's pulling his hammy. That's not... Well, not good for him. Maybe good for Canada, but not good for him. 30th minute, 0-0. Another 45-minute blank job. Who knows? Playing forward. Liam Miller. Miller still running Davies. Eustachio. Steven Eustachio. Plays it back. Kone shot wide. Kone shoots wide, but that was a good play. I see Canada's game plan is to hold on to that ball. Again, no, counter-pressing. Yeah, way wide. But, hey, at least Kone took a shot. That was Canada's first shot. 31st minute. Good play. See, I can understand. I can see the patterns of play starting to really develop here, at least in general. Davies against Dembele. Miller. Schaffenberg would have found his way out of that, but okay. Cornelius. Bombito. Johnston. Free kick for France. Canada needs to hold on to the balls that were made out of pigskin. Well, you can't hold it. Honestly, I agree with that. I think the US U23s are going to look better at the Olympics, but we're going to find out. It'll be interesting to see, though. 32nd minute. I mean, everybody has a bad match, but he definitely did not play well. Playing forward, over the top. Jonathan David. Alphonso Davies. Davies. Still Davies crosses in, headed away. Yeah, what about flat crosses? What happened to your flat crosses, Jesse? Speaking of in comparison, I mean, France's center backs could clear up anything, just about like Liverpool's could. What happened to your flat crosses? Thoughts on Mets retiring Doc Gooden and Darryl Strawberry's numbers? Deserved. They should have done that way earlier. Why did it take so long? Darryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden are legends. Why did it take so long? Well, deserved, though. Urias is very underrated, but he retired from the national team. But he's really good in MLS. I'll agree. I mean, yeah, I'd say he's somewhat underrated, but he's definitely good in MLS. Very good in MLS. But overall, I think, yeah, he's somewhat underrated. Davies playing forward. Miller. Oh, no. That's a horrible giveaway by Laren. What were you doing, man? That's not a good position. It was not a good position to give the ball away in. You can't give it away at midfield. No, you can't do that. 34th minute, 0-0. Canada had a really good extended spell of possession there, especially in the final third, but nothing out of it. Cornelius. It'll be a corner for France. Griezmann, Antoine Griezmann to take. 34th minute. 11 minutes plus stoppage time left in the half. Cross in. Header. Header over the bar. That'll be a goal kick for Crépeau, and Crépeau's losing it. He's mad. Crépeau is mad. Like, seriously. He's fuming. Let's see who missed their assignment. Yeah, I mean, that was a free header. Free header for Upamecano. If it was anybody else, that was going to be a goal. Yeah, I'll agree with that. And Crépeau's had an amazing match. If it ends up being a draw, or even if Canada wins 1-0, hell, even if they lose 1-0, I think Crépeau's man of the match. As far as I could tell, I think Maxime Crépeau's man of the match. He looks like his old pre-leg injury self. Hey. It can be. Don't jump to conclusions. And then the last time we went 0-0 at the half, well, what happened to the next 45? They could play a really good 45. I don't want this Canada team to start being like, hey, they could play a really good 45. Then the second 45, that's the question. That's the mystery box. Now that's what I'm afraid of. But hey, you know what? It's more of a win against France to keep it tied at a half. And if they're leading somehow, that's even more of a win. Headed away, and Kyle Larin win the second ball. Win the second ball. Win the second ball. What are you doing? Larin does not, I swear. You know what? I don't want to say it, but I think Kyle Larin against bigger teams is not starting level. I have to say it. He's had a horrible season with Mallorca. He's good against CONCACAF level competition, but yellow card for Alistair Johnston. But here, Kyle Larin is just, against Netherlands, wasn't good enough. Here, could have easily won the second ball there. I don't know if that's a yellow. Johnston got the ball. That's harsh. Like, he was in between the ball and Hernandez. I think that's a little bit harsh, personally, but okay. Well, that's their away kit, though, isn't it? But, yeah, I mean, I love France's away kit this year. I saw their home kit as well in person. You know, I'd say that was about an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. But this away kit with the pinstripes, credit to Canada for playing actual away games. See, that's why their losses aren't as bad in theory. They're actually going there. Like, they're like that FCS team who's going to Mississippi State to get slapped up in week 1. But they get paid a good amount of money to do it. Not as much as Alabama, but, you know, relatively good. I mean, it's an SEC school. Mid, but still, it's relatively good. You go to Davis Wade Stadium, you're at least getting, what, a 6-figure payout? That's still really good for a FCS school. I think. Exactly like the first game. Kyle can only look good against teams like Fiji and Trinidad and other island nations. Exactly. Like, cool, but you're basically Lucas Cavallini, who's a little bit more effective. I mean, at this point, should I start calling Kyle Fubar 2.0? Because, seriously, Lucas Cavallini was the same guy, except he had a smaller ceiling. Do you not remember how the World Cup qualifiers in 2021 started? Lucas Cavallini was damn near the top scorer in CONCACAF just because of that first round. Just because of that first round. Overall, seriously, look at the score. Lucas Cavallini was way up there just because of that first round of games. Fubar. Then when he started playing real competition, no. Dude starts playing real competition, nothing. Right? So. Kyle Larin legitimately is Cavallini with a better ceiling. I don't know how higher that ceiling is, but it's high enough. He can score against the USA. He can score against Mexico. But then again, that's free kick for yellow card for France. That'll be a free kick for Canada. Don't think that's quite fair to Larin. He's pretty handy in CONCACAF as well as other decent, if not super strong teams from elsewhere. I could definitely see him do a job against Peru and Chile. No shame in struggling against the France and Dutch. Fair enough, but again, maybe that's because we're starved for choice. I mean, yeah, Jonathan David's there, but do you really want to go one striker? Fair enough, but these performances just show that he's good enough for a certain level, but he might as well not even play against the upper echelon or even the second upper echelon, maybe even third. Like, if you're useless, why play him? Like, if you're going to be useless in that game, why play him? I'd rather play Davies or Buchanan. I'd rather play freaking Charles Andreas Brim. At least we don't know nothing about him. Or Theo Bear. If you're going to be useless, might as well. And it really doesn't mean anything. Might as well. I haven't gone to Red Lobster in a while. Honestly, just eat as many biscuits as you can. I love the Cheddar Bay biscuits, but I haven't been to Red Lobster in like 2 or 3 years, and they say the food's gotten worse. I mean, that's what happens when you sell yourself to a freaking, what's the word? Hedge fund. And then you go bankrupt. Yeah, just eat about as many biscuits as you can. Yeah, that's my opinion. I mean, you can't really screw up a snow crab, can you? I don't think so. I like snow crab. I think Joe's Crab Shack is better. Hell, you could buy one at Sam's Club or Costco, and I still think that's better as well. But, I mean, yeah, you can't really screw up snow crab. Yeah, just go get some snow crab legs. I don't think you could screw that up. Steamed snow crab legs, you can't really screw that up. And then they have fries. I mean, you can't really screw up fries. I'm trying to look out for you. Yeah, I would. Yeah, get them prepared against the big teams. I think Canada went a little bit too far. Snow crab. Crab. I thought it was obvious I was saying crab. A B. It's not hard to bowl. Lobster and biscuits. Lobster's a bit more finicky than crab, but okay. Snow. Dude, you know what I said. Stop. Personally, if I'm going to eat seafood, I'll just eat a freaking, like, crab bake at home at this point. Because Joe's Crab Shack went out of business about, 8 years ago? And they were doing well, and then they just straight up went out of business around here. And then Red Lobster, well, it's gotten worse. So it's funny that Olive Garden, I'm going to sound so sacrilegious when I say this, but Olive Garden, they say it's gotten better. They said it's gotten better to eat and it tastes better. I'd give it a shot. I would give it a shot. I know that sounds sacrilegious, but it sucks that Olive Garden has gotten better quality-wise and Red Lobster's just fallen off completely, because the Red Lobster I have around me used to be one of the best in the nation. Top 3. And now, not anymore. Cross in. Header. Over the bar. Like, amounts of people that went there and all that. 3rd best. And now, no. 44th minute. And Dembele knocks it out. There'll be a throw-in for Canada, 44th minute. And the bad thing about Olive Garden is I'm not even in a place that's Star for Choice. Like, there's some really good Italian restaurants around here, whether in the immediate area or if you go over to the hill within like an hour or something. And not Star for Choice, not Star for Choice. So I'd still give Olive Garden. Maybe I would give Olive Garden a chance. I know, still sacrilegious. I think we need to know what playing Argentina will be like. Obviously, our path out of the groups through Peru and somewhat Chile, but limiting the damages against Argentina might make a difference. I could agree with that, yeah. I mean, France did make the final against Argentina. It's useful. Like, they're still the 2 best teams in the world. Barbecues are the best. I like dry rub. I like smoked meats, but I don't like barbecue sauce. 1 minute of stoppage time, still 0-0. But, I mean, I will eat barbecue, but to me, barbecue is barbecue sauce, not dry rub or smoked meats. But I do like smoked pulled pork, roast beef, dry rub. I do not like barbecue sauce, though. I mean, I guess if it gets smoked with barbecue sauce on it and it like hardens and crusts, fine. But like barbecue sauce, like on it as a like covered in barbecue sauce as a glaze, no, just a bit too messy for me. Or I guess same thing with like chicken wings. 10 seconds. Over the top. Laren making the run, that's cleared away. I would agree with that. Playing forward, David can't get there. And that'll be halftime. 0-0 between France and Canada at the half. Canada holds well. They start to get some offensive plays later on in the half. Pretty good half by Canada. We said that last time, but Maxime Crépeau makes some really good saves. Canada holds on to the ball well. They've pressed it well. They've had some offensive chances, especially later on in the half. Yeah, not a bad half. All things considered, not a bad half. Could have been better, but, you know, not bad. Not bad. All right. So, with that being said, we have more fuel in our tank for the second half than against the Dutch. You know, I will say I think they did save more fuel for the second half than they did in the first game. I think they figured it out to a certain extent. Completely, I don't know. Let's just compare Teo Hernandez and Acuna and Saliba and Otamendi. Fair enough. Like, I mean, Otamendi, Saliba's a better player than Otamendi. Teo Hernandez is a better player than Acuna, but together Acuna and Otamendi play better than Teo and Saliba. I get it. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Just when the subs come in and everything collapses. Don't give me PTSD. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight. 0-0 between France and Canada. Sit tight, I'll be back. All right. Honestly, yeah, me too. Argentina's thumbs down. No, they're the best team in the world. Stats that 45% possession to 55% possession. Wow. 6 shots to 2, 3 shots on goal to 0, 227 accurate passes, 90%, 284, 92%, 8 fouls to 4, 4 corners to 1, 6 shots to 2, 3 shots on goal to 0, 252 passes to 308, 90% pass accuracy to 92, 10 throws to 5, 3 offside to 1, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards, 0, 0-0 at the half. Canada's played a pretty good half, all things considered. They played a strong half. They played a good defensive half. Maxime Crépeau, for now, is the man of the match. For sure. France has had some really good chances, but Crépeau's either shepherded them out or they missed them entirely. They've defended the set pieces well. Canada have played the ball forward. They started to have some chances later on in that first half. Some pretty good quality chances, all things considered, for a team like Canada against France. Didn't really test Magnan, but they had some good chances. Kone. They got the ball forward. They're attacking arguably well. The midfield's been strong. France, they have been pinned back a couple of times. Canada's pressed the ball well, counter-pressed well. France, they have been France. They haven't scored yet, but they have been France. They've had that threat. It's not like they've been completely quiet. They've had that threat. They've had the ball. They've played the ball forward well. Conte's had a pretty good match. Pretty classic Conte performance. Dembele actually looks really good, that's what scares me, is Ousmane Dembele actually looks useful. Normally he doesn't. Griezmann's looked pretty good. Giroud been hobbled a little bit. Thuram, good. Saliba, Upamecano. Again, that header that Upamecano had, it probably would have been 1-0 if anybody but Upamecano got his head to it. Saliba's played well. Hernandez and Koundé on the wings, wing backs. Good. Magnan hadn't been tested much. But again, France played strong. Canada's played just as strong. It's been a well-deserved draw in the first half. Let's see if hopefully what happened in the last game for Canada doesn't happen again. That's pretty much all we're standing on. But if Canada could keep playing like this and they've kept at least some in their gas tank, that's good. But I hope Canada's not sitting there like, this is what happened last time. Great that we got a 0-0 at the half against the second best team in the world, but this is what happened to us last time. And then they just fall apart. They got to overwork that mental. This could be a really mental block, to be honest. I could see that being a problem, is the mentality of the situation. So we'll find out. But again, I like what Canada's doing. I think they're playing a good game. France is as well. It's been a well-played game. A fair 0-0. Let's see where this keeps going. I like what I'm seeing from both sides, frankly. And if I had the tactics board, maybe I'd go into some tactics, but I won't have that till Tuesday. But again, I think Canada using a game plan similar to Liverpool versus Leeds is working. Shows you that some of it was luck, but, they're using a similar game plan, and it's working into a sort of enough. Giroud's transfer to LAFC complete. Yep, he'll be there after the Euros. He'll be at LAFC after the Euros. He'll be there for the Leagues Cup. That's basically his debut. Will be the Leagues Cup. Just like Messi. And LA does have to play the group stage because, they aren't MLS Cup champions. Columbus has the bye. And Pachuca has the bye. No, America has the bye. That was last year. Pachuca had the bye. Because Toronto plays Pachuca in the group stage. We got to play the CONCACAF champions. That's great. That's amazing. I'm joking. It's not. It's not. Imagine Columbus Crew and Pachuca meet in the Leagues Cup final. Hopefully Columbus Crew goes in 3-0 them. I don't think they can. They're both in the East, though. I think they're both in the Eastern bracket, so that won't happen. Semifinals, though, maybe. But if they meet each other, hopefully Pachuca gets 3-0 by Columbus at lower.com field. But it would be interesting. Who's first place in the West? That would be in MLS, the first place in the West. Okay. Would be. Here we go. Table. Is RSL? Yep, it's RSL still. I thought it was. LAFC's chasing them down, but RSL with a game in hand, but RSL's still first by 3 points. I would agree with that, but Europeans at work. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, but you know what? Yeah, RSL still has about 3 points, but they also have a game in hand. They have one more game played than LAFC. LAFC is 3 points behind, but they have a game played less. Minnesota's 4 behind with a game played less. Real Salt Lake has a 3-point lead, but extra game played. They've had a really good season. I mean, 9 wins, 6 draws, 2 losses. They've had a really good season. Girault Arango's been playing well. I know I'm just as shocked as you, but I mean, I know they've had a good season, and I'm just as shocked as you. So, Chicho Arango, 16 goals. Andres Gomez, 8. Anderson Julio, 5. Assists. Gomez was 6. Arango, 4. Luna, 3. All points, 20 points for Arango. Goals plus assists. 14 for Gomez, 6 for Luna. I mean, yeah, if you have 20 goals halfway through the season, he's an MVP level player. Yeah, you're going to be playing well. Chicho Arango's amazing. How LAFC let him go to Pachuca and then go to RSL. Yeah, but they're facing better teams than they would in most of the tournament. Even Argentina. Or at least on paper, just as good. So it works. And having real road games, that does teach you something. Minnesota's doing all right. I agree, but also mostly because Reynoso got thrown out the club. Mr. AWOL finally got thrown out the club. Turns out they're better without him than with him. Oh, and Ramsey. Ramsey's a really good coach. That's also true. But turns out Mr. AWOL Adrian Heath was actually holding him back. Also, ironically enough, Mr. AWOL was. Reynoso. I would hope so. But Brazil's playing their best 11, so I'm not sure. Can't be as bad as the Colombia game, can it? I mean, other than Argentina, they should get out of it. I mean, they should beat Chile and Peru. I mean, if they play like these first halves for even 70 minutes, they should beat Chile and Peru over 90. That should be enough to get out of the group. Question is how they play against Argentina. Should Canada park the bus against Argentina and play their B squad? No, that would be stupid. It's the first game of the tournament. I wouldn't do it. It would be stupid for them to not show up. Like, that would be very stupid. I would agree with that. Saw 4 points from fifth. Timbers are moving in a good direction. Defense part of our game's getting better. That's a great step. And we're off. We're back. 45-19. They've kicked off the second half. Perfect timing. Canada pressing well in the second half. That also matters, but again, 6 points. Goal differential not matter. He's right. If Chile or Peru wins their game, then somehow beats Argentina, which I don't think that'll happen, but it could. In a very rare situation, it could. 46th minute, over the top. Ball over the top, and here comes France. They have a chance here over the top. Shot, Thuram, safe. Oh, clear. Cornelius clears short, but they get it out of there. 46 minutes in. David plays it to Miller. They can break. Liam Miller keeps going. Shot. Oh, off the crossbar. Liam Miller drills it off the crossbar. Wow. Woohoo! All right. I'm back to say Greg Berhalter's a new Joe Biden of coaches. Again, I think that's actually sort of insulting to Berhalter. Berhalter's more like, Joe Biden's more like Roy Hodgson. Greg Berhalter's more like, I don't know. I wouldn't say Trump either. Rod Blagojevich. No. J.V. Pritzker. No, that doesn't work either. AOC, no, that doesn't work either. J.B. Pritzker. You ain't heard of him? You ain't heard of J.B. Pritzker? That horrible governor? I never voted for him. Let me tell you that. Horrible. You think Kathy Hochul's bad? J.B. Pritzker's worse. I know Libertarian wasn't going to win in 2018. I didn't like J.B. Pritzker or Bruce Rauner. I'd say it's fairly realistic for both us and Chile to beat Peru and end our group stage. What? Kathy Hochul said people from the Bronx don't know what a computer was. What? I didn't even hear about that. Rest in peace, Rob Ford, a true legend. I miss Rob Ford. Doug. Doug got elected because his brother was a legend, but, you know. Yeah, Rob Ford was awesome. Yeah, Rob Ford was a legend. I'll Google it after the game. Actually, no, I can't do that because, F Fox Soccer Plus. Say it's fairly realistic. Goal differential is key, most likely about who did decent against Messi and co. Exactly. Well, I agree with that, but again, it depends. Problem is if we get 6 points, we'll be fine. There's no way that one of Chile or Peru beat Argentina, right? If we can't, right? Argentina getting 9-9. I don't disagree with that either. Free kick here for France. New York Red Bulls look like Red Bulls last year. Last game. Hey, you know what? I mean, you did lose your best player to an international break. Cross in, header. Forsberg still... Wait, no, Sweden's not even in the Euros. So that doesn't matter. I can't believe you lost to the Revs. Like, that's what gets me is, like, even without your best players, you'd still beat the Revs. They're desperate. Turns out they're desperate. Doesn't Toronto still play them during, like, the international break, during, like, the Copa and Euros? We might have a chance. 51st minute, especially if it's in Toronto. If it's at Red Bull Arena, I don't like our chances. Greg Berhalter's like Jeb Bush, George Bush. Yeah, you know what? Jeb Bush, that's a good pick. There we go. I did not think of that. George Bush, I mean, I hate George Bush, but Jeb's not an idiot. George is an idiot. Jeb's not. Greg's not an idiot per se. He's not an obvious idiot. He's very ineffective, but he's not an idiot. George Bush is an idiot. Jeb wasn't. He was just very much of a punk and ineffective. So, yeah, I'd say Jeb. Please clap. Did you honestly think? Yeah, I hate the Bush family. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? George Bush did 9/11. Says. I mean, I think, didn't they declassify the 9/11 files? Free kick for Canada. I think they did. I mean, yeah, Dick Cheney told NORAD to stand down. What does that tell you? NORAD doesn't just track Santa. They also protect the airspace in the USA and Canada. Who told NORAD to stand down on 9/11? Dick Cheney did. Who was Dick Cheney, the vice president to George W. Bush? Why would you tell NORAD to stand down? Must be. Yeah, you must have something to do with it if you're going to tell NORAD to stand down. This could go anywhere. You don't know where this will go. It'll go anywhere. Yeah, that's true. It's such a bad decision that it borders on conspiracy. It's such a bad decision that it borders on conspiracy. Like, there's something so bad that it's like it has to be a conspiracy. Like, you can't be that stupid. Like, your airspace is getting attacked. You tell the group that protects your airspace domestically to stand down. Either you're very stupid or you are conspiratorial. It's either or. And Dick Cheney's never been stupid. See, George W. Bush was stupid. If Bush told him to stand down, I'd be like, okay, he's just dumb. Dick Cheney is a Machiavellian rat compared to George W. Bush. Makes me wonder. And how did he have the authority? Speaking of, how did he have the authority? I'm just saying. Speaking of Dick Cheney, do we all remember that he shot one of his friends in the face while on a hunting trip? Do we not forget? Do we not remember that? Plays forward. Michael Bradley for USMNT. I don't want to see the USMNT fail. See, here's the problem with that. I don't want to see them fail. Like, if I wanted to see them fail, I'd say yes. I mean, they're already failing, but even worse if it was Michael Bradley. He just became a coach 6 months ago, and you're like, you know what? No. Max Crepeau's making a lot of saves. Cross in. Header. BJ's still on the staff. How about they just hire him? I agree with that. How about just fire Greg and let BJ run it without being told what to do like the Gold Cup? Shot saved by Max Crepeau, another big save. BJ's going to take the Nashville job. Well, who knows? Maybe he will, but he doesn't have it yet. Could let him do the Copa, at least. Even if he wanted to take the Nashville job, he could still do the Copa. Then you could go from there. I like they never seem frantic. You know, yeah, Canada doesn't really, at least today, they don't seem frantic, but as long as they don't allow a goal, they look just fine. Buchanan. Wide. I don't think Cushing turned it around as much as the players turned it around. Okay. I think there's a difference. Personally. Canada's doing well. I agree with that. Corner. Corner here or throw in for Canada. Mbappe's one, not even on the pitch. Second of all, how far behind am I? Kone. Cross. Shot. Wide. Cleared for a throw. Nothing happened. Good clearance and 58th minute. Hey, wait, by the way, didn't we just... Hold on. We have actually been scoreless longer than we were against the Netherlands. It's still been 0-0 longer than the Netherlands game. We've gone 15 minutes longer. 50th minute was the Netherlands' first goal. We're getting to the 60th minute. We still haven't allowed France to score. Good job. Great job. Yeah, Alex is just trolling. Throw in. Fair, but again, on paper, NYCFC should be doing well players-wise. Like, yeah, he's making the right subs, but hey, at least he's not doing a quadruple subs. At least he's not doing quadruple subs. Isn't Alex a Chivas fan? I think. I know JBO is. I know Yeezus is. I think Alex is. Marin wasn't far away, but goal kick. Fair enough. '60th minute. Chivas jobbers since the 60s. Except for, 2018. Shot! Oh! Gets cleared. Girault. That absolutely, yeah, we're lucky. That absolutely just broke the laws of physics, and I don't even know physics. Think Chivas fans go too easy on their team? I don't think so, but I think the problem is that their owners are just honestly a bit dictatorish. Cushing was heavily criticized in March and April. I know, I remember. Two subs here for France, and deservedly so. And even then, I think the players have really just gotten to their level since that Toronto home game. The Griezmann gets the armband. Giroud, this might be his last game in France for France. I think it will be his last game in France for France. They're giving him applause because I think once he goes to MLS, he's retiring from the national team. So he's going to play the Euros, and then that's a swan song. Bradley Barcola's on. Ibrahima Konate is coming on as well. They celebrate the minimum. Now, France is playing their best 11. They started at least. Konate's coming in for... We've officially kept the clean sheet for longer. We already did that 12 minutes ago. Upamecano's on for Konate. They really should have just started Konate, but okay. Upamecano's been horribly all year. What does Dale Earnhardt have to do with the Bradleys? Like, what is Dale? It would have to be Dale Jr. because Dale Sr.'s dead. What does Dale Jr. have to do with the Bradleys? Like, what? Raise hail, praise Dale. But what Better than Canada's defenders. Well, I agree with that. 63rd minute. What is Dale Jr.? What does Dale Jr. have to do with the Bradleys? He saw Dale Earnhardt in the sky and he passed it to him. Raise hail, praise Dale, but that was the wrong time to do it. Actually, that's a clever joke, though. I was like, oh, are you? And it didn't even occur to me until... I thought he sent it to Mars, but, you know. Yeah, he sent it to Dale Earnhardt in heaven. Like the Intimidator wants a football. But then again, he did send respect to Ayrton Senna after Ayrton Senna died. So maybe he's very Just because he's the intimidator doesn't mean he was classy. Wasn't classy. Raise hail, praise Dale. No, seriously, look it up. Dale Earnhardt, after he found out Ayrton Senna passed away, he sent respect and love to Ayrton Senna's family. So he knew about F1. That was kind of an awesome Clash of Worlds when I saw that. That was awesome. Free kick for Canada. Jeff Gordon's still a wall rider. Punk. Jeff Gordon's a punk. Jeff Gordon's a punk. Free kick. The race car driver, not Gordon. Blocked away. Back off his face. 65th minute. Just like how Lautaro passed the ball to Maradona for Inter in the shootout versus Atleti. Jonathan David, please score. Hey, I'll take a 0-0 at this point, you know. I'll take that. But again, I would love to see a NASCAR versus F1 like two-legged thing. Free kick playing forward. Like where the F1 drivers get into NASCAR cars and race the NASCAR drivers on a NASCAR track. And then the opposite happens on an F1 circuit where the NASCAR drivers race the F1 drivers in F1 cars on an F1 circuit. Even with some legends. They had a NASCAR at Le Mans. They could do it. I want to see Jeff Gordon get synoded. I want to see Jeff Gordon get synoded. Spin him out. Cut him off and spin him out. I don't care if it's in a NASCAR car or F1 car. Spin his ass out. Cut him off and spin his ass out for wall riding. Please. Playing forward, shot blocked away. Please. Canada had chances to score. I agree with that. Max Verstappen wouldn't do it. Calamity Sonoda spins out Jeff Gordon. I would love that. I would love that. I want to see Jeff Gordon get owned. They just have. Maxime Crépeau is one of them. Yeah, it should have been BJ Callahan since the World Cup, but, well, Anthony Hudson was there. Because I'm an Earnhardt fan. Earnhardt fans don't like Jeff Gordon. And he's a wall rider. He's a punk. That's past the post. France playing like amateurs. That's why. I'll still take a 0-0 draw any day of the week and twice on Sunday. This is the Canada I want to see, the team that gave Belgium and Morocco a run. We still have it. I agree with that. We still have it. Osorio and Kamal Miller. And Mbappe's warming up, damn it. Because it's a fantasy that the Leafs would ever win the Stanley Cup, let alone they would never win the damn thing. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. Playing France's A team in France and 0-0. Hey, it's a win. I don't care. 0-0 is a win to me. Playing forward. If we somehow win this game, this is so much better than I expected. Cross in. Blocked. Liam Miller takes the shot. Blocked away. Kyle Larin just stands there. Nice. Honestly needs it. 69th minute. I'm just happy. I'm not even talking shit. I'm just happy. you're not a redneck. That's the reason I like NASCAR is because I got into F1. FS2 loves showing Race Hub before CONCACAF matches, and I'm a redneck. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. Free kick Canada. It was bound to happen. You open up that gateway, and then, yeah, it was just bound to happen. '70th minute. Cross in. Gordon's also a Yankee. You know, I think he's from California. Yeah, he's also a Yankee. Irwin Jr. would have been a great champion had he not died Adam Petty too. I agree with that. 13th, so that'll be Derek Cornelius off for Kamal Miller. Jonathan Azorio's coming on as well. Hey, they're only the distant cousins of Quebec. England came and took the rest. They're only the distant cousins of Quebec. Be careful. 71st minute. I would say they underestimated Canada. It wouldn't surprise me, especially after the Netherlands game. Osorio on for Laren. The French are snooty. Too much. And besides, Mbappe's like, oh, South America doesn't matter. I mean, didn't you see that? Like, Mbappe's like, oh, South America doesn't matter. Like, he says the Euros are harder to win than the World Cup, which exactly basically means South America doesn't matter in translation. Because, I mean, certainly CONCACAF and Asia don't matter to him, but... Oh, yeah, he's Dutch. I don't know if he's tall enough, though. Well, again, target audience. Oh, Richie Larea's on. Nice. Richie! Yeah, I don't get it either. Mbappe. Yeah, I don't really get it either. I'd say they're pressing. I'd say they're pressing, but I don't think they're full tilt like they were in the first half of the Netherlands game. I think they've been a little bit more pragmatic in this game. I think they've been a little bit more pragmatic, I have to admit. I think Jesse Marsch has learned something from that Netherlands game. I think he finally got it, that maybe internationally you can't be completely ideological to one thing. I think they've been more pragmatic. I will say that. They also disrespected Messi in Paris. You can't disrespect the GOAT when your club is a plastic oil vanity project. Oh, I agree with that, but they also disrespected Neymar. Hell, they disrespected Mbappe. Like, you cross the team, the fans think they're just going to go after you. Like, no, they are bigger than your club. Like, PSG, Messi is bigger than your club. It's a very rare case, but Messi is bigger than your club. Hell, Neymar is bigger than your club. Ibrahimovic is bigger than your club. Everybody you've had there as a star in Paris is bigger than your damn club. Mbappe's bigger than your club. Let's remember, Monaco made him. Mbappe is bigger than your club. He outgrew your club instantly. Like, he's maybe the closest thing they've had to a domestic star, even though Monaco made him anyway. Thuram is off for Kingsley Coman. And he outgrew the team instantly. Instantly. I agree with that. Kamal Miller is great. What do you mean? I agree with that. David Beckham was bigger than the club. Yeah, I don't even know why he retired there. It made no sense to me. I would love it. Like, I want Mbappe to succeed at Madrid, but not today. Okay? Dembele's off for Coman. Mbappe's on. Okay. I want Davies and Mbappe to succeed together, but today I want Davies to succeed over Mbappe. I'm still buying a Davies Madrid jersey over Mbappe, though. And Bayern Munich's like the Cowboys to me. Bayern Munich's like the Cowboys to me. After Davies leaves, Bayern can fuck off. It's too early for that. Don't care. It's true. Dak Prescott, once he leaves the Cowboys, I don't care anymore. I don't even like the Cowboys. I'm just a Dak Prescott fan. He made Mississippi State relevant. Of course, I'm going to root for the Cowboys, when really I'm just rooting for Dak Prescott. See, I'll laugh at the Cowboys. It wasn't Dak's fault they lost. It was the defenses. See, I'll laugh at the Cowboys. They let Dak down. So, Davies is the same way. I root for Bayern because of Davies. When Davies leaves, I've never really liked Bayern anyway. Davies was who I was rooting for, not the team. It's just like Dallas. It's just like Dallas. I hated the Cowboys for Dak, but again, when you got a guy who made your college team relevant, you're going to root for him in the NFL. Almost damn near won a natty with him, of course, you know. My luck, he'll go to the Jets. But my luck, Dak will go to the Jets. That's going to suck. I hope it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. I could see that happening, though. Dak Prescott's a free agent next year. Russell's only on a 1-year deal. Dak could be a Steeler. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I've never had a problem with the Steelers. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Fair enough. But you mean their new stadium or Yankee Stadium? You mean their new stadium or Yankee Stadium? Which one do you mean? No, Dallas has won Super Bowls. They may bottle now, but they've won Super Bowls. They're more like Arsenal. Dallas is Arsenal. Oh, no, Man United. That's actually better. Well, no, Man United. Because they had a really good era, then they've just been horrible since. And they live off that good era. Yeah, Man United. Man United. Dallas is Man United. There we go. That's perfect. NYCFC's banner is bigger than PSG. We're talking about the Champions banner because that wasn't big at all. The new stadium that doesn't even exist yet. Yeah. It does look nice from renderings, though. I mean, I'd like to go to Willets Point. That is an awesome stadium. Or it looks like it'll be an awesome stadium. And speaking of, I do like NYCFC's new away kit. And the home kit grew on me. Considering Marcus Stroman is a Yankee, and the Yankees part own NYCFC, I'm not buying a Yankees jersey with Stro on it. But I do need an NYCFC jersey in my collection. So what I think I may do, especially I think the new away kit, I think that's how I'm going to get a Stro jersey, at least for his Yankees era, is get an NYCFC away kit with Stroman 0 on it. I don't think you've heard that yet. Here comes Jonathan David. Come on, Jonathan. Jonathan David, shot cleared or cross cleared. Oh, my God, they were just inches away from actually scoring the first goal. No way. I thought maybe they were about to score. I agree with that. Giving away. Who's the Miami Dolphins? I don't know. Galaxy? LA Galaxy? I mean, yeah, Dolphins haven't won a couple Super Bowls. Galaxy hasn't been the same since. Yeah, Galaxy. The new Jamaica kid is dope. Honestly, yeah, I want the new Jamaica kit. I thought the first Adidas kit was cool. I want the new Jamaica kit. I really do. Yeah, probably Monday. Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Everyone hates PSG. When Messi left, all the Messi fans unfollowed and went to Miami. And what do you think's going to happen when Messi leaves Miami? Like, what do you, no, I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far. What do you think's going to happen when Messi leaves Miami? You think the same thing won't happen there? Like what? There'll be like 10% of the Messi heads that stay with MLS. And that's being liberal. MLS may have 10% of Messi's fans stay. That's what I don't like about Don Garber putting all his eggs in the Messi basket. You know what you do with Messi? You grow the salary cap. You get more players to come over. Just blow the salary cap out of the water. You get more players to come over. You get growing ratings because you raise the level of competition. That dumbass basically chose to just put all the eggs in the Messi basket instead of trying to grow the competition while he's here. What an idiot. I can't stand Garber. What an idiot. He's not a football guy. He's a business guy. But even then, I think it'd be pretty smart business to get rid of the salary cap when you have the best player in the world here so you can grow the competition throughout the league instead of just grow it with one team and basically let them break the rules. You want to grow the vision, you want to grow the league. How about letting any team sign who they want and grow the competition that way? But, whatever. No, that wouldn't. No. Hope to turn some Messi Miami fans to NYCFC fans. Hopefully the fans can support their local clubs after, but it won't happen, sadly. Funny how Messi and friends took off the Vancouver game and didn't travel there. 82nd minute, 0-0. That is pretty, it is pretty funny. But they're all geriatrics. That's why. They're all geriatrics. That's why they didn't travel. I'm strongly against getting rid of the cap. I don't want us to be like Europe where a handful of teams own the place and everybody else has to hope for a miracle championship. Okay. But I think we know who those teams would be even with the cap. LAFC, Miami, Toronto, New York, Galaxy. Like, even with the cap, we know who those teams are going to be who would dominate the league. And I think there's enough teams that would spend that there's still going to be parity, at least within Toronto, LAFC, New York, Miami, LA Galaxy, St. Louis one. Goal kick. After the past couple of years, I don't want parity. I want TFC to dominate the league. We should have done it. We should be dominating the league. That's what this team is here for. We can dominate the league. We should dominate the league. I got footsie played with me the past couple of years. No, I don't care about parity. I want Toronto to dominate the league, or at least be in that echelon. Screw what Robert Kraft thinks. I want Toronto to dominate the league, or at least be in that echelon. I deserve it after the past 3 years. Hell, screw what Joey Saputo thinks. I want Toronto to dominate the league. Cal Hebert coming on for Davies. Jacob Schaufelberg coming on for Buchanan. I'll take it. Alua Sei's coming on as well for Kone. I love to see former Leipzig and Salzburg guys take on promising young talents from CFG and season vets for Man City and New York battle it out. Man, what if they won? What if they won? And I'm one of the clubs who can buy and I'm a fan of one of the clubs who can buy a championship. Who basically, well, partly because of the cap and partly because of mismanagement, hasn't won over the past couple of years until recently. Toronto, then again, they've definitely thrown money at problems over the whole history of their club. It's not like they haven't. They've definitely thrown money at the problem. And it still hasn't worked most of the time. I would agree with that. But again, he's a fan of NYCFC. That's another team that would dominate the league without a cap. If City wanted to spend a lot of money for New York. I mean, they don't for Girona. Cross in. But no cap at all. And Man City gets a 115. Who knows? Maybe NYCFC becomes the poster boy with no cap. And a 115, a land where the 115 comes and hits Man City like a truck. Wait, you're a Man City fan too? Well, that would make sense. That would make sense that you're a Man City fan too. I don't think it matters against NYCFC, totally honest. Especially if I don't think it really matters towards NYCFC. They weren't even selling players to New York or Man City anyway, except for, well, Jack Harrison. Other than that, I don't think it really. And Tati could have, but substitution. Randall Kolo Muani's coming on for Griezmann in the 86th minute. And Lampard. Well, he came from there. But he signed there because there was that time in between. And then he stayed a little bit longer. But, like, going. Harrison. And then he went to Leeds. 87th minute. Parity's an expectation for most fans is simply the way our sports culture works. The rich clubs already have a big advantage with DPs. They won't get any sympathy from me. Speaking of parity, look at the MLB. You got the Dodgers and Yankees dominating that for years. And you tell me people care about parity when they watch a league where the Yankees and Dodgers, at least going in, have the best chance of winning a World Series. Now, the MLB playoffs are a crapshoot. You know what else is a crapshoot? The MLS playoffs. See, there's your little fail-safe. Is the MLS playoffs, even with the three-game series, is a crapshoot. Just like the MLB playoffs are a crapshoot. Those are 7-game series. The Braves, 1-21. The Astros, never the highest paid team, but they have a really good front office, and they cheated, but, they dominated the AL till this year. The Blue Jays have Rogers behind them, and they ain't done shit. The Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009 because of the crapshoot that the playoffs are. The Dodgers have only won one, and that was a Mickey Mouse World Series. Mets ain't done nothing. I like the 3-game series. 88th minute. Foul from Solitary. Solitary was a good show. They should bring it back. You're going to freaking start everything else out and reboot everything, but not Solitary. Like, that would be perfect for, I don't know, Netflix? Prime? Even if it's not on a regular TV network, I mean, it won't be, because if they were, they would have done it during the freaking writers' strike. Look up Solitary Fox reality channel. It was an amazing show. Definitely unhinged, but it was a good show. Rangers won last year. I'll take a 0-0 draw. That's a win to me. 89th minute. Still a 0-0 draw. Big up, Ryan. Think we've given you guys big problems, but very wasteful. Canada's defended pretty well, but again, Maxime Crépeau has made a lot of saves. Y'all have definitely been wasteful. Canada's had a couple of chances. Canada's definitely earned this draw, though, I have to say. This could have been the Gold Cup final, maybe in 2025. Well, it just never came together for the Padres. Yeah, it just never came together for the Padres. Glad Waller retired today. The Giants needed that. Did he lose? Didn't he just lose his mind, Darren Waller? I heard Chislett Adonis called him the next AB. Darren Waller, welcome to CTESPN. Darren Waller, welcome to CTESPN. I didn't know. That's a save. What's France aiming at? Dale Sr. Maybe. '90th minute. 5 minutes of stoppage time. If MLS takes off the cap, Liga MX's dominance is out the window. Yes. Unless somebody gets the shits. Well, unless the other team in the CCL final gets the shits. Columbus. That's how Tim Bezbatchenko's MLS career ends. His team got the shits. After that, I'd go to Europe too. After that, I'd go to Europe too. Four minutes, 1 minute down, 4 to go. MLB are exhibit one of the issues. Shot past the post. Kolo Muani puts it past the post. Man, he can't score in the last minutes. Man, Kolo Muani doesn't know how to score in the last minutes. I didn't say Pachuca poisoned the Crew. I just said they got the shits. There's a difference. I didn't say they got poisoned. I said they got Montezuma's revenge. Italy won 1-0 against Bosnia. I'll take it. Fair enough. 2 minutes in. It was Code Red Mountain Dew, but it does taste good. 2 minutes in. I would fit right in. I would fit right in. 2 minutes in. All I know is if I was a coach of a club and my team's going to Mexico, I'm getting food made, packaged, and ready. I'm not letting them make I would not let our food be made by. There would be prepared food ready to go. Our chefs would put them in ovens. And then that's that. And bottled water and bottled juices and such. Hey, if it happened to Columbus, it's smart. They needed some HelloFresh. Or, we could. Or just MREs. Screw it. Or, worst comes to worst, you're eating MREs for 3 days. Or just enough MREs to get by. Worst comes to worst. You do that yourself. Worst comes to worst, right? They're passable. At least I know what the good ones are. I know what the bad ones are. I wouldn't steer you wrong. Can San Diego FC bring San Diego a pro team a championship? Because the Padres and Chargers not there. And now no charges, no. And now no charges, no. 4th minute. See, I need more context to the situation of what happened to the Crew. I need more context. Definitely bottled water, though. You don't want Montezuma's revenge. Do not drink the tap water. Now, I knew that when I was 5. And again, I went to Playa del Carmen. It's probably less of a problem over there because it's a touristy area. You know? I would, yeah, bottled water's definitely, or bottled anything is probably a better situation. That's definitely for sure. 4 minutes in, 1 minute to go. I like Argentina jerseys, but I don't know if I should support them or not. Don't know if it's turning on the USA and Mexico. You do what you want. You do what you want. I did see the new Argentina jerseys at Soccer Master, though. Sadly enough, I didn't see Italy's. I would have bought a new Italy jersey if they were there, but I did not see it. And again, they had a Tactic Sports Soccer Master. It was just a drawable one instead of one with the magnets. I did find one with the magnets for $30 on Amazon, though. So it was 33 with gift. I had $50 in gift cards. It was $33. I bought it. Tactics board with my magnets will be here Tuesday. So there you go. 5 minutes in. Last attack for France. Shot saved by Crépeau. Saved by Crépeau. And that shuts the game down. What a save by Crépeau. Wait, that was on Mbappe. What a finish, boys. What a finish, boys. And it's full time. Canada gets a 0-0 draw against France. The second best team in the world. Canada draws 0-0 3 days or whatever after losing to Netherlands 4-0. Oh, how things change. Canada might just be back. Canada might just be back. Ooh, baby, we're back. We back. Maxime Crépeau might have saved us, but we back. We back. France who? France who? Boom, 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 boom. I don't know about you, but that's an amazing result. Hey, Mexico. How did you do? Oh, 4-0 and 3-2. Okay. USA, how did you do? 5-1. Oh, we went to Europe. Yeah, we did lose 4-0 to Netherlands. We fell apart like a Jenga shack. What we did do was draw the second best team in the world. Put your results on the table. Put your results on the table. Put your results on the table. Y'all don't go away, punks. Y'all don't go play real away games. Greg Berhalter would have been smashed even worse if he went away. Mexico, you don't even play in Mexico. We went to France and drew the second best team in the world. Put your results on the table. We're winning the Copa. I thought Irish guy was crazy. We're going all the way. We're winning the Copa. Put your results on the table. We're beating Argentina. Yeah! Put your results on the table. Put your results on the table. Yeah! We're going to Argentina. We're going to beat Chile. We're going to beat Peru. We're going to beat Uruguay. And then we're going to go to Copa America final and win the Copa. Yeah! Put your cups on the table. We're back. We're back. I'm not afraid of anything. Sucks to be you. With that being said, if you like this stream, like, share, subscribe, you know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, subscribe, send super chats on live streams, comment on this video, put us in play, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this game. And no, that was awesome. It was actually Howard Dean. Like, look up the Dean scream and just see that was a reference to the Dean scream. How about you go look that up? That's what I was doing. Look up the Dean scream. You'll see what I was referencing. Howard Dean. It went there. I wasn't planning on it, but it went there. But look up the Howard Dean scream. That's what I was referencing. Oh, yeah, it will. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya. Woo!